departure into the United States for any airline, including foreign airlines. The FAA has a notice to airmen that was published earlier this year, assessing that that U.S. civil aviation operating into, out of, within, or over the Sinai Peninsula is at potential risk from hazards associated with extremist activities. So let me be clear, this is actually something that has been in place from the FAA prior to this tragic incident over the weekend. Results in some red states like Kentucky and Mississippi were good for Republicans. The results in some blue states like in Pennsylvania and New Jersey were good for Democrats. I understand that Democrats in New Jersey actually now have the largest majority in the state assembly that they've enjoyed. So this is what's called a NOTAM that has been in place since March of 2015. And essentially it advises civil aviation to avoid flight operations in the Sinai Peninsula at altitudes below 26,000 feet. Be more efficient and more effective, but determination about what the President will sign. I will note that so there have been rules, advisory rules shared by the FAA to civil aviation operators about the potential risks associated with operating in airspace over the Sinai Peninsula. The last point of departure that flies directly to the UK. There are no U.S. carriers that regularly operate out of the Sinai Peninsula. And in fact, the airport in question at Sharm el Sheik is in fact not the last point of departure into the United States for any airline, including foreign airlines that do operate in the Sinai Peninsula. You know, a negotiation along the lines of what has been successful in other states. I'm confident that there are British aircraft that are operating in the Sinai Peninsula. There are no American carriers that regularly operate in the Sinai Peninsula. There are also flights that fly from the Sinai Peninsula directly to the UK. Those kinds of flights are not regularly scheduled between the Sinai Peninsula and the United States. So the situation is just different.